Mathematics class 11 chapter 10 straight lines. In the last class we have studied exercise 10.1. Today we shall study various forms of equations of line. Number 1, horizontal and vertical lines. If a horizontal line L is at a distance a from the x-axis, then ordinate of every point lying on the line is either a or minus a. Therefore, equation of line L is either y is equal to a or y is equal to minus a. So, this is the x-axis. From the x-axis at a distance a, above x-axis and below x-axis. If this line, on this line, if you take any point, the y coordinate of this point will be plus a, and on this line if you take any point, the y coordinate of that point will be minus a. So this equation of the line is y is equal to a, and this equation of line is y is equal to minus a, and these are the horizontal lines. The equation of vertical line at a distance b from the y-axis is either x equal to b or x equal to minus b. Now this is y-axis. From the y-axis at distance b, either on the right hand side or on the left hand side. If you take any point on this line, then the x coordinate will be plus b, and on these the x coordinate will be minus b. So this equation is x is equal to b, and this is x is equal to minus b. So these are the vertical line and these are the horizontal line. Number 2, point slope form. Suppose P x naught y naught. This is P naught. Let me correct it. Okay, it should be P naught. So suppose P naught x naught y naught is a fixed point on a non-vertical line L whose slope is m. So you have got a fixed point on a line L, P naught x naught y naught, and the slope of line is m. Let P x y be an arbitrary point on L. There is another point on line L, that is P x y. Now you have got 2 points, x naught y naught, x y. Then you know by definition of a slope of a line L, m equal to, you know the formula, it is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is the slope of the line passing from the 2 points, and you have got here 2 points. Call this as x2 y2 and this as x1 y1. Okay, and apply this 2 point form slope of the line. Okay, so you apply here y2 minus y1, so y minus y naught divided by x minus x naught. Okay, this x minus x naught if you transfer over here and multiply with m, here remains y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. Therefore the point xy lies on the line with slope m through the fixed point x naught y naught if and only if its coordinates satisfy the equation y minus y naught equal to m x minus x naught. So this point lies on this line if you put this point value instead of x and y, then it will satisfy the equation of the line. Then you call that this point is on the line or the line is passing from this point. So this is the point slope form of equation of line. In this figure you can see this is a line L. This is point P naught, x naught, y naught. The slope is given to you m, and there is another arbitrary point P x y. Okay, I have not drawn the figure, but you should draw the figure if the proof is asked. Number 3, 2-point form. Let the given line L passes through two given points P1 x1 y1 and P2 x2 y2. Let P x y be a general point on L. Now you are given a line and there are 2 points on the line. One is x1 y1, other one is x2 y2, and another general point is x and y. Now all these 3 points are on the same line. That means the 3 points P1, P2 and P are collinear. Now we know that if A, B and C are collinear, then you know the slope of AB equal to slope of BC. So I will apply that result here. The slope of P1P equal to slope of P1P2. Okay, for slope of P1P, I'll use this formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so let us call this as x2 y2 and this you call it as x1 y1. So y2 minus y1, that is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. Okay, equal to now the slope of P1 P2. So now this one P1 and P2. So you apply here y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now this x minus x1 transfer over here. So here remains y minus y1 equal to, this is as it is, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and this you transfer, so you get x minus x1. Okay, so this is the equation for the 2-point form of equation of line. And here also the figure is given. Here P1 x1 y1, this is P2 x2 y2, and a general point P xy, and this is line L. And all 3 points are on the line, so they are collinear. Number 4. Slope-intercept form. Case 1. Suppose a line L with a slope m curves the y-axis at a distance c from the origin called y-intercept on line L. Now suppose there is a line L, okay, it is cutting the y-axis at distance c from the origin. So from O to this distance is c, and that is called y-intercept of line L, okay. From here to here, that distance which is cut by this line L, that is called your y-intercept, and this on the x-axis it is cutting, so this is called your x-intercept. The slope of the line is given to you m. Now the distance from O to this is c, the intercept. Then the point will be 0 c, because on the y-axis x coordinate is 0 and y distance is from here to here is c, so the point is 0 c and the slope is given to you m. Therefore coordinates of point are where L meet y-axis are 0 c, okay, as I was telling you from the figure, okay. So by point slope form x naught y naught equal to 0 c and the slope is m, okay. So point form is already we did here, this is the one point form and this is the equation. So I write the equation y minus y naught equal to m, x minus x naught, okay. X naught y naught is 0 and c, x naught is 0 and y naught is c, and m is m. So let us put the value y minus y naught, so y naught is c, so y minus c equal to m as it is, x as it is, minus x naught is 0. So here x minus 0 is x, so m into x, and minus c transfer over here becomes plus, and here you get y equal to mx plus c, okay. And this is the slope intercept form of equation of line. Now the c can be positive or negative. Case 2, suppose line L with slope m makes x-intercept d. Now suppose you are not given y-intercept but given the x-intercept. So how much it cuts from the origin on the x-axis, okay. So it can be either this side or this side. If this side is negative, this side then positive. So I am in this way given d, that is positive, so it is in this direction, okay. Then equation of line is y equal to m into x minus d, okay. The proof you can try yourself. The point will be on the x-axis will be d0. The line should be this side, okay, not this side, it should be this side. Then it will be d and 0. In this you put the value d0. Instead of x you put d and y you put 0. Then you get y is equal to m of x minus d. Number 5, intercept form. Suppose the line L makes x-intercept a and y-intercept b on the axis. So this is the line L, okay. It is cutting the distance on the x-axis from the origin a, so this is called x-intercept, and it is meeting the y-axis at this point and it is cutting the distance from origin to this is b, so that is called your y-intercept, okay. So a-intercept is on the x-axis and b-intercept on the y-axis. Now the point here a, the point which is intersecting line L and x-axis, that will be this distance is a, that is x, and y coordinate is 0, and when it is intersecting y-axis, the x coordinate is 0 and the y coordinate is this much distance, that is b. Therefore L meets x-axis at point a0, okay, this point, and y-axis at point 0b, that is this point, okay. Now we have got 2 points, so we will use 2-point form of equation of line, that is y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Call this as a x1 y1 and this as a x2 y2 and put the values. So y minus y1 is 0, so 0 equal to y2, that is b minus 0, okay, divide by 0 minus a, so 0 minus a into x minus x1, that is again a, so put a. So here y minus 0 is y equal to b minus 0 is b, 0 minus a is minus a, so put minus in front a, and here x minus a, okay. Now this b transfer over here, it will go in the denominator, and this minus 1 by a transfer inside the bracket. So we get here y by b equal to minus 1 by a into x is minus x by a, minus a minus plus a by a. This minus x by a transfer over here, it becomes plus, and this a cuts, so remains 1. So this you transfer here, you get x by a, here is plus y by b equal to, here 1 cuts, so 1. And this is the equation of line that makes intercepts a and b on x and y axis. So this is called intercept form of equation of line. Number 6, normal form. Let L be the line whose perpendicular distance from origin O is OA is equal to P, and angle between positive x-axis and OA is angle XOA is equal to omega. So this is the line L, okay, and this is my origin. From the origin you are drawing a perpendicular on the line L. and this perpendicular distance is given to you P. Okay, perpendicular distance from the origin is P, that is OA is equal to P, and this perpendicular is inclined with the positive x-axis. So this angle which it is making with the positive x-axis is omega. That means you can say angle XOA, that is this one, angle XOA is omega. Okay, so this is given to us. Draw AM perpendicular to x-axis. Now from A, draw perpendicular on the x-axis. Okay, from A I am drawing perpendicular, that is AM on the x-axis. In right triangle AOM, now you have got the right triangle AOM. Okay, apply cos omega. So cos omega, the trigonometric ratio is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So for omega, the adjacent side is OM and hypotenuse is OA. So put the value here. Cos omega is equal to OA by OM by OA. Okay, OM is as it is, and OA value we are given as P. Okay, it's given to us P. So this is P. P you transfer and multiply with cos, and here remains OM equal to P cos omega. So OM distance you are finding P cos omega. Okay, similarly in this triangle now apply sin omega. So sin is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So for omega the opposite side is AM and hypotenuse is OA. So I apply sin omega is equal to AM by OA. OA value again it is P, so put P, AM by P. P you transfer multiply here. Here remains AM equal to P sin omega. Okay, so now we found the coordinate of A, that is the x distance is OM and the y distance is AM. So we'll write the coordinate of point A, OM, AM. Therefore OM value is P cos omega and AM value is P sin omega. Now this line L and this OA, they are perpendicular to each other. And now we have studied that if two lines are perpendicular, the product of their slope is -1. Right? So since L perpendicular to OA, we can say that slope of L into slope of OA is equal to -1. Slope of OA transfer over here, it will go in the denominator. So here remains slope of L equal to -1 by slope of OA. Now slope of OA, now you can look here in this figure, this is OA. The inclination of this OA line is omega with the positive x-axis. Then by definition of the slope of line we know tan theta, and here instead of theta is omega. So tan omega is the slope of OA. So I can write here -1 by tan omega, that is the slope of OA. Tan can be written as sin by cos, that cos you take in the numerator. So slope of L will be minus cos omega by sin omega. Now you have the slope, you have got the point, so you can use point slope form of equation of line. Okay, so by point slope form, m is equal to minus cos omega by sin omega, and x naught y naught is a p cos omega p sin omega. Okay, write the equation of L, y minus y naught equal to m, x minus x naught. We put all these values. So y minus y naught is p sin omega equal to m is minus cos omega by sin omega, x minus x naught is this one p cos omega. Okay, now this sin omega multiply here, so y minus p sin omega into sin omega equal to minus cos omega, and this I am keeping as it is. Okay, now multiply inside, so y into sin omega minus p into sin is sin square equal to minus cos omega into x is minus x cos omega minus a minus plus p cos square omega. Okay, now see this negative value transfer over here, so it becomes positive x cos omega plus y sin omega, and this minus p sin omega square transfer here, so it become plus p sin square omega plus this one is p cos square omega. From this take p common, you get here sin square plus cos square. Okay, and this value by trigonometric identity it is 1, so here remains only p, and this side is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So this is the normal form of equation of line. Is equation of line of normal distance p from origin and angle omega normal makes with positive direction of x-axis. So what is p? P is this perpendicular distance, okay, from the origin to the line, and omega is this perpendicular makes the angle with the positive x-axis. So the equation is, remember the equation, x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. Next we have general equation of a line. Any equation of the form ax plus by plus equal to 0, a and b are not 0 simultaneously is called general equation or general linear equation or general equation of line. So the general linear equation or general equation of line is of the form ax plus by plus equal to 0, and a and b should not be 0 together. Now different form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So number 1 is slope intercept form. Now for this let us take b not equal to 0. If b not equal to 0, that means ax plus by plus equal to 0 can be written as by keep here, and this ax transfer here becomes minus ax, plus c transfer here minus c. Now transfer b, it will go in the denominator, so we get here y is equal to minus a by b x minus c by b. Okay, so I have written here y is equal to minus a by bx minus c by b. Now comparing with y is equal to mx plus c. So m value will be, the coefficient of x is here minus a by b. So m value is minus a by b. This is the slope. And c is the y-intercept, that is this one, minus c by b. If b equal to 0, if b is equal to 0, then ax equal to minus c. Okay, the equation of the line is this one, ax plus by plus equal to 0. If b 0, then this value is 0, so remains ax plus c equal to 0. So x value c transfer, so minus c. Okay, so that is what I have written. And au transfer, so x value is minus a by c, is a vertical line whose slope is undefined and x-intercept is minus a by c. Number 2, intercept form. If c is not equal to 0, implies ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Divide each term by c. Okay, so I divide here. So ax by c plus by c plus c by c equal to 0. Now this c by c keep here, and these terms you transfer over here, it becomes negative. Okay, and this a you transfer denominator, so can be written as minus x by ca. See, I have written here minus x by ca. This a you transfer, so you get ax by c, and if you transfer over here, it becomes plus. Okay, then here also b write in the denominator and transfer this here, so you get this value as minus y by c by b equal to, here this is 1, remains here same, so it is plus 1. Now this comparing with the intercept form, and intercept form is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay, this one what we proved before. Okay, so that is the one we have to compare. So here minus c by a will be equal to a, which is x intercept, and minus c by b equal to b, that is your y intercept. Okay, so I am just comparing and writing a, taking the negative also. Okay, because equation should be plus, so you have to take negative also. So this is the intercept form of equation of line and the general equation. If c equal to 0, if suppose this c value is 0, that means ax plus by equal to 0. That is a line passing through the origin and has 0 intercept on axis. So it doesn't cut x-axis or y-axis, it has got 0 intercept and it passes from the origin. Number 3, normal form. Let x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p be a normal form of line represented by equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Since p is here, this c you transfer here, so you get ax plus by equal to minus c. Okay, now since both are equation of line, so you can compare. So you can say a divided by cos omega, the coefficient of x, equal to b by sin omega equal to minus c by p. You compare these two and these two. So when you compare these two, a by cos omega is equal to minus c by p. From here, cos omega transfer here, p transfer here, and minus c transfer here. So cos will go numerator, so cos omega equal to, this p will multiply with a, so ap, and minus c transfer, so c down in the denominator and minus you can just write in the front. So this is cos omega. And when you compare these two, b by sin omega equal to minus c by p, p transfer over here, it will go numerator, so bp, and minus c transfer here, it will go in the denominator minus c, and this sin omega transfer here goes in the numerator, so sin omega is equal to minus bp by c. Now we know trigonometric identity that sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. So we shall use this, sin square plus cos square equal to 1. So put the sin square and cos square value from here. So I put the value, so minus ap by c whole square plus minus bp by c whole square. Okay, equal to 1, because this equal to 1, so this also will be 1, because these values are cos and sin values. So here a square p square by c square plus here b square p square by c square equal to 1. From here take p square common, and that you transfer over here, it will go in the denominator, so 1 by p square, and denominator is c square, so you can just add the numerator as a square plus b square by c square. Take reciprocal on both the sides, so here gives you p square equal to reciprocal c square by a square plus b square. Okay, numerator will go denominator, denominator will go numerator, that is the reciprocal. Take square root, so p equal to plus or minus c by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, now put this value of p here and here, so you get the value of cos in terms of a and b. So cos omega is equal to, when you put this value instead of p, what c will cut, so here remains plus or minus a divided by square root of a square plus b square, and sin omega, from here p value you put the plus or minus b divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, so that is the normal form comparing with the general equation of line. Distance of a point from a line. Let L ax plus by plus c equal to 0 be a line whose distance from point p x1 y1 is d. This is a line L ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, and this is a point p x1 y1. The distance of this point from the line is the perpendicular distance, that is d. Okay, now draw PM perpendicular to L. Now from this P we are drawing perpendicular on this line. So this perpendicular is PM and this is a line L. So this is distance we have to find PM. L meets the axis at R and Q. So when L you are drawing, it is intersecting or meeting the x-axis at Q and y-axis at R. Okay, now see this line L, when it is intersecting x-axis, that time on the x-axis y coordinate is 0. So you put here y value 0. Okay, so put y value 0. So when you put y value, x value from here will be minus c by a. And this L line, when it meets y-axis, the x coordinate is 0. So I put x value 0. When you put 0 here, y coordinate will be minus c by b. Okay, that is the coordinate of the point Q and R. Okay, I am just writing here directly, but I told you how to get it. Okay, when you put y equal to 0, you get the point on the x-axis. When you put x is equal to 0, the point on the y-axis. Then coordinate of points Q minus c by a 0 and R 0 minus c by b. Therefore, area of the triangle PQR. Now we find the area of the triangle PQ and R. Half base, that is QR, into altitude PM. Okay, using that formula. So area of the triangle PQR is equal to 1 by 2 into QR into PM. PM keep here, 2 transfer over here, it will go numerator, so 2 area of triangle ABC, sorry PQR, and QR will go in the denominator QR, coordinate equation 1. Again we know that the triangle area of the triangle is given by this formula, right? 1 by 2 x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y2 minus y1. This formula you have done in class 10. Okay, so let us call this p x1 y1 as x1 y1. Okay, then q as x2 y2, and this you call it as a x3 y3. Okay, I just written here that x1 y1 is same and x2 y2 is minus c by a 0 and x3 y3 is 0 minus c by b. Okay, we just place the value here. I am directly placing, you can try yourself also. So 1 by 2, x1 is as it is, okay, y2 is 0, y3 is minus c by b, but there is minus here, plus x2 is minus c by a, then y3 is minus c by b, minus y1 is y1 only, okay, this one, plus x3 is 0, x3 is 0, so other term I am not writing, it will automatically become 0, okay, so I am not writing. So 1 by 2 x1 minus and minus plus, so c by 3, and this 0 cancels, okay, minus and minus plus, c into c square, a into b ab, and this minus and minus again plus y1 and this c by a. Okay, so what we have found, 2 times area of triangle PQR. This 2 is, this 2 I am transferring over here and multiplying here. So 2 area of this one PQR equal to, here I am taking the LCM as AB. Okay, and from the numerator I am taking C common. So AB if you take as the LCM I am taking, just writing outside. Okay, so see here B is there, so you require A, so you multiply, so A x1, C already taken, so A x1. Plus here AB is there, so nothing I am multiplying, here C square is there, but one C I am taking, so here remains C, that C I have written here. Okay, plus here A is there, so I have to multiply by B, so multiply by B, so B y1, and this is C is taken out. Okay, so this is what you get, AX1 plus B y1 plus C. So now we have got 2 times area of triangle PQR. Okay, this value, numerator value. Now QR we have to find. So for QR I will use the distance formula. Okay, and Q point is, we have already found here the coordinate, and R is here. So we use the distance formula to find the QR. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so directly I write here under the square root minus c by a minus 0 whole square plus 0 plus c by b whole square. Just using the distance formula, you can do it. Okay, so here square root of c square by a square plus here c square by b square. Okay, c square take common, out of the square root it becomes c, and a square b square, take LCM first. So here b square plus here a square, and denominator is a square b square. If you take that out of the square root, it gives you divide by ab without the power, and here remains a square, here remains b square. Actually it is b square plus a square, but it is addition, so I am just writing square root of a square plus b square. Okay, now you have found the value of QR, you have found the value of 2 area triangle PQR. These two values you put in equation 1. Okay, here these two. So from 1, substituting the values of QR and 2 times area of triangle PQR. PM is the distance we have to find. Okay, this is PM distance, the perpendicular distance. That is what you have to find. So I directly put the value. Okay, numerator is C by AB, AX1 plus BY1 plus C, divide by this value QR, C by AB, square root of A square plus B square. Okay, so this you got, so it remains modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square, and this is pm, which is we are taking as d. So this is the perpendicular distance of a point x1 y1 from the line ax plus by plus c. Okay, and a and b are the coefficient of the line where x and y are there. Okay, coefficient of the x and y of the given line, and x1 and y1 is the point. Distance between two parallel lines. Okay, we have got two parallel lines here, y mx plus c1 and y mx plus c2. The slope will be different, same, sorry, two lines are parallel, then the slopes will be same. Therefore we are taking m and m. Okay, only it will be, the constant will be different, right? So I have written c1 and c2, and the perpendicular distance I am taking this distance d, this I have to find. Okay, so we will find the point and the line using the previous formula only. Okay, so that the same formula will use, but the point I have to find here. If two lines parallel, then their slopes are equal. Okay, as I said, that slope will be equal if the two lines are parallel. Therefore the lines can be given as y is equal to mx plus c1, this is line 1, and y is equal to mx plus c2, line 2. Okay, line 1 intersects x-axis at, now this line 1 is intersecting x-axis. Okay, this also, but I will take only this. So when it is intersecting x-axis, you have to put y value as 0. Okay, y value 0. So when you put y value 0, you get the x value as minus c1 by m. Okay, as we did before. So I get a is equal to minus c1 by m, 0. Then distance of two lines from point A is, now I have to find the distance. Okay, this distance of the line, so I will find the from the point and from the line. Okay, so distance of two lines from point A is, so I will find d equal to, using the same result which we found just now. Okay, right here, ax1 plus by1 plus c1 divided by square root of a square plus b square. So modulus of a x1 plus b by1. So see, x1 and y1 will be this value. This is x1, this is y1. Okay, and the equation, I have to take the equation of the second line, this one. Okay, so this is the line. If you write is mx minus y. Okay, you can change it over this side plus c2. So let us put the value. The first is ax1. So a is a coefficient of x. So coefficient of x is here m. So put m. And x1 is this point. So minus c1 by m. Plus coefficient of y here is minus 1. So minus and here it becomes minus 1. Okay, though it is minus 1, but y1, this coordinate is 0. So this value becomes 0. Let me correct it. Okay, so this will come minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 into 0. Why 0? Because this point, y2 point, plus this c2, divide by square root of coefficient of x, that is m square, and coefficient of y, that is 1, that is 1 square. Actually when you transfer it is minus 1 square, but minus 1 square is also plus. So this gives you this cut, you get here c2 minus c1 divided by square root of 1 plus m square. So this is the distance between the two parallel lines. Okay, the formula is this one, modulus of c2 minus c1 divided by square root of 1 plus m square. M is the slope of the line. If lines are given in general form, ax1 plus aby1 plus c1 equal to 0 and ax2 plus by2 plus c2 equal to 0, the general form, then the distance between them will be given as modulus of c1 minus c2 divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay, in this form. If this form is given, then you use this, or this also you can write in the general form and solve it. Okay. Exercise 10.2. In exercise 1 to 8, find equation of line which satisfy the given conditions. Number 1, write equations for x and y axis. So this is, you have to write the equation of x axis and y axis. Equation of x axis is y equal to 0. Why? Because y coordinate of every point on x axis is 0. So the equation of x axis is y equal to 0. And equation of y axis is x equal to 0. Why? Because x coordinate of every point on the y axis is 0. Okay, it's a simple answer. Question number 2. Passing through point -4 and 3 with slope 1/2. You have to find the equation of the line. Okay, so point is given, slope is given. So by point slope form, so you know point slope form, you need x naught y naught. That x naught and y naught is the point -4 3, and slope is m 1/2, and the point slope form equation of the line is y minus y naught equal to m x minus x naught. Okay, this we did before today. Okay, in this class we have done. This is the value. Okay, this is your point slope form, and this is the formula. So use the formula and place the value. So y minus y naught. Y naught is 3, so put 3 equal to m is value 1/2, the slope, into x, and x naught is -4. So minus of -4. So this 2 you transfer here and multiply 2 into y minus 3 equal to x minus a minus plus 4. Multiply these 2 inside, so 2y minus 2 into 3 6 equal to x plus y, x plus 4. Transfer this over here. Usually x we keep as a positive. So you transfer here, so x, this you transfer becomes minus 2y, minus 6 transfer becomes plus 6, and plus 4 is here equal to 0. So here x minus 2y, 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 10 equal to 0. So this is the required equation of a line. Question number 3. Passing through origin 0 0 and with slope m. So here also we'll use the point is given, the slope is given. So what you are going to use? The point slope point form, okay, or point slope form. So point is x naught y naught, that is 0 0, and slope is m. So the equation is same. I am not writing y minus y naught equal to m x minus x naught. So y minus y naught is 0 equal to m x minus x naught also is 0. So y minus 0 is y, and m into x is mx. So that is the equation with the given condition. Question number 4. Passing through 2 root 3 and inclined with x axis at the angle 75 degree. So slope m is equal to 10 into theta, right? So tan theta means 10 75 degree. I am converting to radian. You can keep it in the degree also. I am just converting to radian. So 75 pi by 180. Okay, when you cut this, you get 10 5 pi by 12. This value we do not have. So this I am breaking into two numbers, two values as pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Okay, that is 10. And you know this formula, this value is 5 pi by 12. The LCM of this is 12. So you need to multiply here by 3 plus here 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 pi by 12. Okay, so that this value is this. Or you can find 75, and 75 you can divide as a 45 plus 30. You will get the same way. Okay, so this is the same way, but I am just converting to radian. Now I am going to use the tan x plus y formula. Okay, that is tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x tan y. Okay, I am using that formula and writing directly 10 pi by 4 plus 10 pi by 6 divided by 1 minus 10 pi by 4 into 10 pi by 6. The formula I am using of tan x plus y. 10 pi by 4 value is 1 plus 10 pi by 6 value is 1 by root 3. 1 as it is minus 10 pi by 4 is 1. I am not writing here, and 10 pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. Take LCM here, so root 3 plus 1, and here also take LCM, root 3 minus 1, but and the numerator root 3 and denominator root 3 will cancel. Okay, so value of m, the slope will be root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Okay, now the slope is there and point is given to you 2 root 2 or root 3. Okay, 2 root 3, so it is root 3. So now we use point slope form. So by point slope form, x naught y naught is 2 root 3, and slope is this one. So I put the value in this equation, y minus y naught equal to m x minus x naught. So y minus y naught, that is this one, 2 root 3 equal to m, that is this one, root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1, x minus x naught. So x naught is 2. Okay, this you transfer over here, and this I am multiplying inside. So I am transferring here y into this one, root 3 minus 1 minus 2 into root 3 into this one. So root 3 minus 1 equal to, this also multiply here. So root 3 plus 1 into x minus 2 into root 3 plus 1. Okay, now this, as I say that x you keep positive, so I'll keep this positive and this I'll transfer over here. Okay, but before that I'm just multiplying this inside. So this as it is, this as it is, this you multiply. So 2 root 3 into root 3 is 3, and this is negative. Minus and minus plus, 2 root 3 into 1 is 2 root 3 but positive. This as it is, this also multiply. So minus 2 root 3 minus and plus minus 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, now this I am transferring here and making negative. Okay, so this I am keeping here, root 3 plus 1 x, and this transferring, making it negative, minus root 3 minus 1 y equal to 2 into 3 is 6, but it is negative. Okay, I am not bringing here, keeping here only. And then this 2 root 3 which is negative transfer over here becomes positive, and this is plus 2 root 3 is here, and this minus 2 transfer here becomes plus 2. Okay, so this is as it is, this as it is, equal to 2 plus 2 is 4 root 3, minus 6 plus 2 gives you minus 4. Okay, so from this I can take 4 common, so I can write this one root 3 plus 1x as it is minus root 3 minus 1y as it is, equal to, from here taking 4 common, here remains root 3 minus 1. Okay, so that is the required equation of the line with the given condition. Question number 5. Intersecting x-axis at a distance of 3 units to the left of origin with slope minus 2. So this is equation, this is a line. Okay, from the given condition, from to the origin left side, the line is intersecting the x-axis at 3 units. So the point, this point coordinate will be minus 3, 0. Okay, on the x-axis y coordinate is 0, and this is left side of the x, this origin, so x coordinate is minus 3. The distance is 3, but this will be minus 3. Okay, and the slope is given to you minus 2. Point on x-axis a minus 3, 0, x naught y naught, and slope is m is equal to minus 2. So point slope, you can use the formula. So by point slope form, y minus y naught, that is y naught is 0, equal to m is minus 2, x minus x naught, so x minus minus 3, so becomes plus 3. Okay, here y minus 0 is y, minus 2 multiply here, so minus 2x, minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Transfer over this side, since it's negative, transfer here, so becomes positive. So minus 2x transfer becomes plus 2x, plus here y is there, and minus 6 also transfer, so plus 6. And this is the required equation of the line. Question number 6. Intersecting y-axis at a distance 2 units above the origin and making angle 30 degree with a positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so this is the line. It is intersecting y-axis above the origin distance 2. So the point which is here, the point will be 0, 2. Or you can say this can be used also another method, intercept on the y-axis as c equal to 2. Okay, so you can use the intercept form. Okay, this one. This is the one. Y is equal to mx plus c, and this is the scenario. Okay, but I am using point slope form. Okay, so I will use point slope form of equation of line. So this 0, 2 is x naught y naught. Okay, and this is 30, so I'll find the m slope tan 30 equal to 1 by root 3. Tan 30 value is 1 by root 3. Okay, and I hope you understand the coordinate of the point where the line is meeting y-axis. Y coordinate is 2 because it is, this distance is given to you 2, and x coordinate is 0 because it is y-axis. Okay, and 30 degree on the positive side of the direction, so this will be 30 degree. That means tan 30 is your slope given by 1 by root 3. So by point slope form, y minus 2 equal to 1 by root 3 x minus 0. Okay, the same equation I am using, but I am not writing the equation. Okay, this is the one, y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. Okay, directly I am putting the value y minus 2, that is this y2 value, y naught value equal to slope 1 by root 3 x minus x naught is 0. Okay, so here you get root 3, you transfer here, so multiply with y, root 3y minus 2 into root 3 equal to x. Transfer both here because x should be positive, so you get x is equal x minus this to transfer minus root 3y, this to transfer becomes plus 2 root 3 equal to 0, and this is the required equation of the line. Question number 7. Passing through the point minus 1 1 and 2 minus 4. Now equation you have to find. 2 points are given, so you use 2-point form equation of line. So by 2-point form of equation of line, y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1. Okay, this is the formula. Call this one as x1 y1, this one as x2 y2. Okay, so let us put the value y minus y1. So this is the one. So y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1. So minus 4 minus 1. Okay, divided by x2 minus x1. So 2 minus a minus plus 1 into x minus x1. So x minus x1, so this one. So minus and minus, it will become plus. Okay, one more bracket you can put here. So here y minus 1 equal to minus 4, minus 1 gives you minus 5, 2 plus 1 is 3, and x minus and minus plus 1. Now 3 I am transferring here, and minus 5 I am multiplying here. So 3 transfer and multiply with 3 and 1. So you get 3y minus 3 equal to this 5 multiply here, so minus 5x minus 5. Transfer this negative term over here. So this when you transfer here, you get plus 5x, here plus 3y is there, and minus 5 when you transfer becomes plus 5. Here minus 3 is there, so 5 minus 3 gives you plus 2 equal to 0. And this is the required equation of the line. that is 5x plus 3y plus 2 equal to 0. Question number A. Perpendicular distance from origin is 5 units and angle made by perpendicular with the positive x-axis is 30 degree. This is a normal form of equation of line. Okay, so here P is given to 5 and omega is given to 30 degree. Okay, this is the perpendicular distance of the line from the origin, and this is the perpendicular makes angle with the positive x-axis. So by normal form of equation of line, x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to P. Okay, this formula I gave you. So now put the value. X is as it is, cos omega is 30 plus y sin 30 equal to P value is 5. X cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus y sin 30 is 1 by 2 equal to 5. Denominator is same, so you can just transfer denominator here and write this together as root 3x plus y into 1 is y equal to 5. These two you are transferring here, so 5 into 2 is 10. So you can write this as a root 3x plus y equal to 10 is the required equation of the line. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.